Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, it's been like a year. Wander Beauty sent me some really fun makeup goodies that I'm super excited to share with you all today. I'm trying out their Wanderess Escape palette for the first time. I'm trying the Hidden Glow brightening cream for the first time. And I'm also sharing a few other products that I've been trying out for a few months that I love and use regularly. So if you've been interested in Wander Beauty, you've been interested in clean beauty products, then keep on watching. So the first product that was sent to me was the Hidden Glow brightening cream. I'm very excited about this. I love the smell. What I really love about this is that there's no yuckies in it, there's no synthetic fragrance. That's the kind of stuff that I like to hear. And today I'm going to experiment and mix it in with my foundation and see how we do. My foundation and the cream, and I'm just going to give it a little mix. And since this is definitely a summery makeup look, I want to keep it light because I don't want to be sweating off my makeup. I want to keep it fresh and dewy. So I'm just going to spread this all over my face, and then I'm going to blend it in with a different brush. And I'm using the Morphe M6 to blend in my foundation. So the next product I'm going to use is the Dualist concealer by Wander Beauty. So right now I'm not focusing on concealing, like covering up blemishes, discoloration, all that kind of stuff. Right now I'm just focusing on getting a good sheer wash of foundation and that moisturizer for my skin, and then I'm going to go back and really hone in and focus on certain areas of the skin that need a little extra help. Next, I'm going to use their dual concealer stick. I'll talk a little bit about this for those who want to know. If you don't, you can fast forward and just watch me do it. So, two ends of the stick. There is a firmer stick concealer. This is for areas that really need a good amount of coverage. It's a pretty hard concealer and it's dry in texture, which means that it works beautifully for under the eyes because it's not going to be settling into fine lines. I find that when you have a concealer that's a little too liquidy, it can get really runny and gross really fast. So the top concealer has a very dry texture, but I don't want to confuse that with it being drying because it's not. It's incredibly hydrating. The other side they call the illuminating liquid. So it comes in a little pot like this. You have your little applicator, and this is great for areas that need a little bit more coverage, but that don't need to be covered with a thick concealer. So this is really great if you want to get a little bit of a lighter shade and do some highlighting. So on the cheeks, you know, down the bridge of the nose, forehead, chin. If you just have really smooth baby skin and not a lot of under eye circles, first of all, how dare you? Second of all, you could probably use this one just fine. I always just go directly with the stick on the under eyes here. And then, Mama's breaking out. It's really bad. I don't know what my hormones are doing, but I have spots like everywhere. I've been watching a lot of British makeup artists recently, and they don't call them like acne or like zits, they say spots, and I just think it sounds so much nicer, so I've decided to adapt that verbiage. So to blend out the concealer underneath my eyes, I'm using the M454 by Morphe. It's a synthetic tapered brush, and I'm just going to pack this in under the eyes like so. I'm also going to drag this on my eyelid, and it's going to act as an eyeshadow base for me. Can't wait to show you the eyeshadow palette. That's coming, not next, I'm going to show you something else, and then the eyeshadow palette. Again, if you don't care about this part, you can fast forward to what you care about. So I think I still need a little bit of help on the inner corner. Honestly, I'm being completely transparent. There's only so much that you can do with dark circles. A lot of it's genetic. If you have kids and you're not sleeping as much, same. Really the only thing that you can do is either just learn to be cool with it, or you can do under eye filler. It's really the only thing. No eye cream is going to like get rid of your dark circles. Sorry. Next I'm going to use the illuminating liquid side. And I have a bit of redness on my cheeks here. Not much, but a little bit of redness on my cheeks. And I'm going to bring it down my nose, a little bit on the chin here, and around the mouth. The nice thing is that these two concealers layer beautifully. So if you want to do the stick concealer first and then go over it with the illuminating liquid, that's an option as well. It works very well that way. For the sake of this makeup look, I'm trying to keep it as light as possible. I don't want to layer too much product in the same area. All right, so I did my brows. My camera decided to overheat and die on me, so good timing. I was able to do my brows. So let's move on to cheeks. So Wander Beauty is all about like multitasking products, and I love that. Next product is the On The Glow Blush and Illuminator. One side is a really pretty blush. There are a few different shades. Mine is Coral Rose. And then there's the other side, which is an illuminator, and they're both cream. The only issue I have, and it's not an issue for me, it's an issue for my black and brown sisters out there. The illuminating shade color tends to pull a bit pink. So I think that they need to incorporate an illuminator that's a little bit more gold-based for my brothers and sisters of color. Other than that, love it. That right there, you can see how pretty and shiny that is. And you can either tap this in, and you know what, like I'm pretty fair, and even this pulls a bit pink on me, but it kind of works because when I go over it with the blush shade, it'll blend together and it visually will make more sense that it's a little bit pink on my cheeks right now. And then I'm going to use the coral side. Super pretty, super pretty. And I actually like using a fluffy brush for this. This is a natural hair brush, and this is the M405 by Morphe. I'll just take some on my brush here. And this cream is super pigmented. I feel like some cream blushes, you're literally trying to build and build and build and build. But this really, a little bit goes a long way. Just gonna use some setting powder. I'm just using my Laura Mercier, and I'm gonna keep it pretty light. Even though I see people just like, I'm just gonna do a dash of powder, and they're literally like, boop, 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 and they're like, it's gonna last all day. And maybe it's my skin type, or I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna need more than that. But I do like the idea of popping on your powder with a small brush like this. This is an M433 blending brush. I feel like I just have a little bit more control, and when I kind of work it in underneath my eye like this, kind of making sure that nothing's going to settle into any creases, which is key. So I zoomed up a bit because we're going to get into the eyeshadow palette now, and this is like what I'm so pumped to show you. So this is the Wanderess Escape palette, retails for $42. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you get 10 different shades, and you get 4 mattes and couple satins and a few shimmers. Look at this beaut. Here's the plan. I'm gonna do a smoky eye using these colors. It's sticking more with like the neutral tones, and then I'm gonna see if I can get this color, which is the color Sea Glass. I'm gonna see if I can kind of work with it to make a blue wing using the shadow. So here we go. Got a fluffy blending brush. This is it's a surprise, there's no number on it. I'm gonna go in with the shade Nude Beach. You can see a little bit of fallout there, but what else? Who cares? I'm just gonna dust this in my crease here. So this shade, for my skin tone, is a really great crease shade. It's a really great transition color. For women with very dark skin, that would actually probably be a very good highlight for the brow bone. I'm gonna go in with Sunkissed. Same deal. I'm gonna pack more of this on kind of the outer corner, keep it a little bit lower in my crease. I'm using the same brush because I hate using million brushes. So just before I get ahead of myself, checking in with these matte shades again, they blend beautifully. I'm gonna use a smaller brush now. This is the M514, again, Morphe. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Overnight, right here. Let me show you better. This guy. And this I'm really pressing into the outer corner. Might be nice if they had a darker shade in here, a darker matte brown or something, just to add even more depth. Or if you do have darker skin, you're gonna need a darker color, you know, which isn't available in this palette. That would be a nice thing to do in a future palette. Please and thank you. So we're gonna use Daydream right here on the lids. So I'm just gonna press this in with my finger. And the only thing I've done to prime my lids is use the Wander Beauty Dualist concealer and some loose setting powder. And that looks beautiful. Let's take a little bit of Moonlit here, use my finger again, and just dab that right in the center of the lid, just to kind of add some dimension there. Actually, I'm gonna highlight just Cupid's bow with that. And right here, let me grab another brush. Get my brow bone. And this highlight isn't too pink, it's not too gold, so it's a really good shade for a lot of different skin tones. I think that even, you know, on the darkest of skin, it would still look really pretty. I think it would look a little bit more icy on darker skin tones, but it would still look really, really pretty. I'm gonna pick this up here with my brush. So I think next time what I would do is find a liquid liner that is blue or even white. I would draw the wing in first and then top it off with this, and I think that would bring out that color even more. But for right now, this is doing great. So let me pop on some lip color. I would love to try some of Wander Beauty's lip color. I haven't gotten there yet, so I'm just gonna apply a Makeup Forever lip pencil. This one's super close to the natural color of my lips. And I'm gonna go back to this multi-stick and I'm gonna get a little bit of this cream color here. And then I flipped over to the shimmer side and I'm just dabbing that kind of on the center of my lips. That'll look pretty. And this one does have a more creamy texture similar to a lipstick, so then putting it on top kind of helps with any like dryness that you might feel from the cheek color on the lips. Okay, all right, so that's the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm having a lot of fun with these products. Thank you to Wander Beauty for sending me this palette and for stocking me up on some goodies. As always, feel free to drop any questions in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.